Hi everyone. My name is Sujit. I'm the instructor for this training program, and I'm having a total 13 plus years of experience in IT, and this is my 140th batch. And today is a demo session on Mule 4. We are going to discuss about a MuleSoft. In that, the latest version is Mule 4, and that too, the very latest version is 4.4. Okay, our course is totally on a Mule 4.4, the latest version. Okay, and in my 140 batches, I mean till now 139 batches, I have trained around 1500 professionals on Mule alone, and who are successfully into the jobs. At the same time, one of my greatest achievement is here. Out of my 1500 plus candidates who and all are appealed for the certification, none of them failed in the certification. That is my one of my greatest achievement. And how we can achieve that together? I mean, of course, we if you want to clap a hand, we require both the hands. So my request to everyone who are going to continue with this training program, I want 100% from your side as well. On daily basis assignments will be there. I want your submissions on daily basis. At the same time, I will be giving 100% from my side. And what is that 100%, how you will get a hands-on experience on this training, all this information I'm going to share you in this demo session. Okay, and that is about my short introduction. We will move on to. I will not take your introduction because as of now, I mean, many people are there. Of course, 1 hour is not sufficient for my explanation about the course content and many other things. So once the finalized batch is finalized, already 3 to 4 people are confirmed with their payment. So by Monday, how many people got confirmed? That batch is going to be finalized from Monday onwards. We are going to start the sessions, regular sessions. The session timings will be the same. Right now, what is the time you joined? Uh, from here onwards, 1 hour. In IST timing, it's 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. IST. Okay, and these are Monday to Friday sessions. Monday to Friday sessions. Purposefully, I'm taking the demo on this Thursday because I want to give the people to take a call. Of course, they will watch multiple demos also. Let them take a call wisely if they are interested. So I have given a 3 days time in the weekend. So just think about it and join to the session. So we will start our first session from Monday onwards. Yep. So as I told, these are Monday to Friday sessions. So totally, I will take 30 working hours to complete the content. The content is also directly from the MuleSoft. It's a MuleSoft standard content. I have done some changes here and there just for copyright issues. So it's an almost a certified agenda from the MuleSoft. No need to worry about it. And yeah, that is about the agenda and the course timing and how many days it will take. It's a 30 working hours from my side, Monday to Friday, 30 working hours. So again, it's not sticking to the 30 working hours plus or minus 1 or 2 because totally depends on the how the response you are giving in a particular session. Every day I have an agenda what to be discussed in the next day. So sometimes it may go 10 minutes, I mean later part of our session also. Totally depends on your response. Sometimes we may complete the session before 5 minutes also. Again, totally depends on your responses. So on a particular day I have some agenda, that agenda to be completed. Okay, so let me explain each and everything in a sequential order so that you can take a wise call. On the left, this is my notepad where I'm going to draw the pictures for randomly. I will just click on some other batches here. Just let me show you what and all I'm going to draw. See, these are all the pictures what I'm going to draw. In order to understand the concept, randomly I'm clicking on the screens. Whatever I speak, everything will be drawn on the board. You can feel like it's like an offline session. I'm drawing on the board and you are listening to the sessions. So basically, these are the pictures which I'm going to draw. So for your batch also, I will apply the same logic. And this particular demo session is divided into two parts, three parts basically. First, I will discuss about um, one use case, one use case to make you to understand at least what is a MuleSoft, what is our role, and how it works and all. About a mule with a real use case, I will explain. Then content. What is the content I am going to explain in the sessions, that part. And prerequisites. What are the prerequisites you should have before coming to this sessions? Okay, not much. These are very little minimum things. We have 3 days time. In meanwhile, you can go through what are the prerequisites I told. At least the basics, if you have, that is more than enough. Yeah. So first we'll start with the use case. If you have any questions, anytime, not only now in the regular sessions timing, also if you have any questions, any type of questions, you can stop me then and there itself, and you can ask me the questions till your your answer, you are getting an answer, right? Yeah, you can directly speak. No need to raise your hand. You can stop me and you can directly ask the questions. Yes,
Sajid, so I just wanted to know how much coding experience basically is needed because
I
I'm
will
not.
tell all this stuff. Yeah, yeah. In the prerequisites, in this step, I will talk about that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go in a sequence, everything. Yeah, yeah. So first, let me explain straight away with the use case. So, I mean, very important point in my sessions. The sessions should be an interactive. If there is no interaction, no use. You can watch this course any, I mean, in YouTube or Udemy, whatever the platform you want. I mean, multiple courses are there on Mute, right? But why you choose to do the live sessions? Because interaction should be there, right? So that if there is no interaction, there is no soul. So there is no point in that. So I want everyone to speak out, everyone to participate in the session. I will be keep on asking questions in every minute. So proactively please give the answers. That is only requirement from my side, from, I mean, from you. Yeah. Yes guys, tell me which course we are in, which course we are learning right now. Will my questions are started.
MuleSoft.
Which course we are
MuleSoft.
learning right?
MuleSoft
MuleSoft.
4.4, sir.
So Mule 4 is the version.
4,
And what is this
4.4, yes.
4.4? 4.4.
Sir?
Yes
4.4,
guys,
sir.
what is that? What
4,
is that?
5.
Version?
It's a version of a Mule server, or it's a version of a Mule, I can say language, or a Mule
Yes.
tool. So this is the major version which was introduced in June 2018, and this MuleSoft was acquired by Salesforce in 2018. And this Mule 4 came into the live to the public in June 2018. From there onwards, I mean, since it is acquired by the Salesforce, it is the number one in the market in the integration platform. So by the way, MuleSoft, is it an integration platform?
Yeah,
I-
it's
is it an
integration.
integration platform? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 When I say integration platform, integration between two entities, can I say? Or integration between multiple entities, can I say? That means, are we acting as a middleware technology here between two entities, right?
Yep.
So let me show you that part also, how we are acting as a middleware here with a real example. And when you say Mule 4.4, 4 is the major version, and 4.4 is the minor version. It will be keep on changing from 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4. Right now we are on a 4.4. We are going to learn Mule 4.4 version. Okay. Okay, so right now let me explain one simple use case. Who already gone through my demo, they might have aware of this use case. So I think Alekia, you said that you gone through that, right? So if you
Mm.
remember by chance any, what is the use case I used in my demo earlier? Any idea?
Uh, it was, I guess, restaurant one. No, right?
Is it like any red bus or a smart bricks?
Yeah, it was regarding that, what do we say, Shop Clues, Flipkart, and I guess
Okay,
Amazon.
okay, I got it. So there is some, the client came to me and asked me to develop one web application. The client name is SmartBricks. Okay. If you have any, I mean, if you have your systems, just go to the Google Chrome and Just type for SmartBricks and let me know what type of application it is quickly. 1 minute.
Is it
Please go
smart
to the
brick?
browser. Just type for SmartBricks on the browser.
Online comparison shopping. It's a tool.
Smartphone comparison.
Yes. What is this? Best online comparison shopping. That means, can we say it's a comparison website of a products? Yes or no? From where
Yeah.
it will compare, from where it will get the products details and all. The main agenda of the SmartPix application is to pull the data from different applications and display in SmartPix format to their users. Correct? So, first first requirement from my SmartPix client is he want to send the request to the multiple e-commerce applications in a concurrent way, concurrently. Okay. Once he send the request, they will be giving some response in different formats. So he want to concatenate the different responses into a single into a single array. So concatenate the two or multiple responses together, and final response should be in a JSON. So what is a JSON? If anyone aware, if you are from IT background, definitely you might have aware of what is a JSON. JSON is the format, the response format, or you can send as a request format also, right? So basically it's a format. Okay. So my client is who? SmartBricks. Let's assume that any of the user walk into the website, and if we type for any of the product detail and if we submit the request should go to multiple applications. What are the multiple applications? Can you please name two e-commerce applications here?
Flipkart, Amazon.
Yeah, let's take Amazon.
Amazon, Amazon,
Anyone from abroad
Mantra.
here?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Amazon, eBay.
Otherwise I will
Yes.
ask this for this timing. How many are from India? How many of you from India?
Uh,
Me,
no.
sir.
Okay.
Myself.
I'm
Vice versa, please.
my
Okay. Okay. So, of course, everyone are Indians here. I can say everyone understood about a Flipkart, right? If it is a US citizen, maybe not because it's not there in US, I guess. So let's assume these two are e-commerce applications. Directly, can I book that any product in Amazon and Flipkart directly also? For example, my client is that means the client user, he walk into the website, and if we type for iPhone, what is the latest iPhone series? 14, right? If we click on a submit button, the request is what? That particular request should go concurrently to these applications, concurrently. So how many requests he is giving? One request should convert into multiple requests according to our consumption. So I want to consume two applications. So Amazon and Flipkart. Okay. Now in Amazon also directly can I book the iPhone 14? Not from SmartPrix. Can I directly
Yes.
book from Amazon also? Yes,
Yes.
right? Can I directly book from Flipkart also? Okay.
Yeah.
For example, I am going to Amazon, and if I type for iPhone 14 and if I click on a submit, I will get one format, iPhone 14, and I will take one field. It says cost. Cost is 80K. Okay. And Flipkart, if I go and search iPhone 14, here also it will give one format, iPhone 14. Maybe they tagged that to not cost, this time fair, 85K. Example. Okay. Actual requirement is what I want from the SmartPrix application. When I submit a request, when they give response, what response they will be giving? Entire response. Cost 80K, fair 85K. So are they in the same format? When they are giving the response back, are both are in same format?
No.
Mm.
No, right?
Yeah.
There it is. Cost with
Yes.
80K. Here it's a fare with a 85K. Okay, that details we are getting. My smart bricks requirement is he want to display that values 80K and 85K on his web application by getting that two information from Amazon and Flipkart. And what the data is coming from Amazon, the presentation layer, the web developer, what he will do, he will give the Amazon image and he will give the Flipkart image and he will decide what is the font, what is the color, background color. Basically, he is displaying in his own format. But from where we are getting this data? And this Matrix application want to tag these values to cost, sorry, price. So is it his own format? Under the price, he mapped that 80K and 85K. This is an Amazon format. This is the Flipkart format. Both are taken, the values are taken and concatenated together and given in a Smarttricks format. So who is doing all this information? Who is sending the request? One is to multiple, and who is concatenating this two data together and converting into the Smarttricks format? Yes.
Integration tool.
So there is some middleware in between who is responsible to multiple things. When SmartPix application send a request, my integration application will take the request. How many requests we are getting? We are getting here one request. So that will be
One
listened
request.
by one component. So let's take. I have written some logic to listen. After listening, the request will send to one component, which is responsible to take a copy of that one request into multiple. So, can you compare this component with your any real entities in your home? What is you working at home? For example, there is an Ethernet signal which is coming from outside. Okay, that is converting into, and that signal is sent to what are the electronic devices connected to that particular component. What is that component?
Router.
Yeah, very simple. It's a router. It will route this one request to multiple requests, and responsibility of this router is what? Taking a copies. How many copies required? Two copies of that request, and then that will that is a responsible component to send a request to multiple applications. Okay, router will send at the same time based on the input request. This Amazon and Flipkart will execute the logic and they are giving this response back to the router is responsible to send the request and gather the response also. Okay, now what is the body here? Cost with 80K, fare with a 85K. So what is my ultimate requirement? I want to concatenate these two. So here let's assume I am using very important component in integration. It's a transformer. So the transformer what will do? It will take the body as an input. Of course, we will write some logic here. What type of logic? Which will concatenate these two responses into a single response, concatenation, and that concatenate data will be converted into JSON format. So I can do any conversion in the transformer. Okay. Now, finally, that output, whatever we are getting from the transformer, from the integration application, basically, that will be given back to the client. So based on the data what I have given, my presentation layer will be created. Who is creating that? Web developer. He will decide how to display to their users. So basically what is happening here? Yeah. Where is our role in coming into the picture in this entire use case? Ours in the sense as forget about the mule. As an integration developers, what is our role here?
Transfer.
Am I not
Transfer.
integrating this Matrix application with Amazon and Flipkart applications?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yes.
While integrating that, I have done some modifications also by using a transformer. Where I have done again in my integration application, right? So, as an integration developers, you are going to take a requirement from the client, and we are going to create some services. Okay. Of course, in integration platform there are many tools. We are using what tool?
MuleSoft.
Yes. It's a mule. This integration application, is it not carrying the data from one location to another location? Yes.
Yes.
Am I not doing a
Yes.
donkey work?
Anyway,
Am I not doing the donkey work? Of course, I'm not good at drawings. So are you able to see any donkey face here? No? Let
yeah,
me
yeah.
open the logo only directly instead of this.
Yeah.
Great, my system is a little bit slow. What is the mule icon represents? Let's take this mule icon. What it represents here, if you can see. Are you not able to see?
Now we can see that.
It's M.
I can see.
I mean, of course, you can see the M there overall, but is it not donkey? What I draw
Yeah.
this quickly?
Yeah. Yeah. Now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the point
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
we are doing a donkey work. We need to agree that we
Basically,
are
the
carrying.
MuleSoft is a tool. Basically, just take care all the pipeline, right? Just convert. This work like a. We used to work in a different tools where we have a multiple. What we call a pipeline tools. We able to merge other application data into this, and it's
That's what.
gonna
That's
apply
what.
to.
And that's why I said that. That's why I said we are doing a donkey work. That means we are carrying the data. Donkey normally what it will do, at least not now. Nowadays it's very hard to see the donkeys. So usually in our olden days, if you see the donkey, what it will do, it will carry the goods from
Lug-
one location to
Luggage.
another location.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here. Here also what we are doing, we are carrying the data from one location to another location. While carrying the data, we are modifying the data according to the micro requirement. So that is the mule icon represents actually, right? Hope everyone understood the overview about at least as an integration developer what we are going to do. Of course, the conversions and all will comes under under a development strategies which we are going to discuss in our sessions. Yep, understood. This is the use case. As an integration developer, you are going to work as a we are going to carry the data from one location to another location. Simply, we are integrating multiple entities. There are a lot of things in behind that. This is the plot point actually. Clear?
So it can be synchronous or asynchronous, right?
It could be both.
Okay,
Both are possible. By default, it's a synchronous.
right. I mean, particularly when you're sending two different requests to two different applications.
Your voice is a little bit low, Pavan.
Okay,
Sorry.
sorry. Yeah, particularly when you're sending multiple requests. So
Hmm.
typically it can be asynchronous as well, right? You may not get response from all
Asynchronous
of
also, but that will be. I mean, I'm going little bit technically. That particular request will act by some other thread, not in a same thread. We cannot expect the response also for that. Yeah, while
them.
sending a mail, this is one of the example for asynchronous.
Right, right.
Yep.
Okay.
So overall, everyone understood the use case, and as an integration developer, as a MuleSoft developer, especially, what is your role? Clear with this
Yeah.
example?
Yes.
Meals.
Okay. So I explained about a use case. What is the next step? The course content and how you will be getting a hands-on experience. That is the most important point. Of course, about the Mule, if you search in a browser, if you search in a Google, also you'll come to know such integration platform. All this information you'll come to know. But how we stand differ when you compare with other institutes in the training and for the in the market. Basically, the content what I'm providing and the practical resources what I'm providing, you will not get anywhere in the market. I can say that. So it's not my overconfidence. Let's see the documentation what I'm giving here. Once you enroll to the training program, I will be giving a two zip files what I created. One is software zip file. Once you extract that, you can see all the softwares here. What and all we are going to use in our training program. I already downloaded and given to you in a one single zip file that you can use. Okay, and what at what time, which component or which application you want to use, I will let you know. Just download and keep it ready, that zip file. That is one. And I will be giving one more zip file with a workspace. That contains two subfolders. One is lab docs. How you will be getting a hands-on experience? By this documentation. For each and every topic, I have created a document. So this is what you are going to use for a practice purpose. So can you choose any file randomly so that I can open and show you? Every file will be in the same fashion. Quickly pick one, any file.
Watermarking.
Huh?
7.
7. Let me open that 7 watermarking one. I have created this documentation, and one more thing I forgot to tell. Even though you have an experience of 20 years, or even though you don't have an experience for 0 years, I will treat everyone as zero in MuleSoft, especially, and I will start everything from the scratch, everything from zero level. Okay, by keeping, and this course is specifically designed all this documentation, everything in a simple language, because I'm keeping in my mind that people are coming from a non-IT background, or at least from non-integration background. So that is the reason I created this course in this fashion. So you can read it. Anyone can read this. By coming to this document, already you completed my session. You know what you are going to read. At the same time, you I will be giving the recorded video also to you every day. So by the time, if you miss the session also, you can go through the recorded video, and then you'll come to the document. So when you're reading this document, you know what you are reading, right? So create a new project, create a mule configuration file. So these are the very simple terminologies which I used. Sometimes I've given a screenshot also if it is required, right? So let me open one of the one more any other document like RAML, which is very important in our entire course, the creation of APIs. So by using a RAML, how to create that APIs, I have given a step-by-step process here. Again, I have given a screenshots also as I discussed. Let me open. Yeah, here you can see in this lab you will be working on a REST API. So you can see the screenshots what I've given. So every document is designed in the same fashion. Okay, step by step process is designed. Only you need to give your 100% by practicing that without skipping every step. And RAML, why I said RAML is very important. RAML is a very huge concept again. I have given a separate documentation for RAML also. So by using this documentation, you need to practice. So I'm giving a lot of resources to practice from your side. Only thing is you need to spend the time on it. Okay, this is how you will be getting a hands-on. And not only this, by reading this documentation where you will practice, for that also I have given a workspace. I said one more subfolder is there. For every topic, I have follow start and solution approach. Start, solution, start, solution. So when you are practicing, the start project represents start project represents um, um, basic without any logic. It's a basic project. Okay, I already created and given to you. Just you need to concentrate on a particular topic. What we are discussing on the day, you need to practice in the start project. Okay, and how you will practice? By reading this documentation on your own. You need to practice, because by the time you know already what you're reading. And at the same time, if you stuck up anywhere after even watching the video multiple times, you're not able to get that point, and I'm not available some case in some time. So you want to stop at that time, not required. You can go to the solution project, import it. Where you will import Anypoint Studio. We are going to use Anypoint Studio. It's one of the platform to create your mule applications. So all the start project, solution project, everything is a we are going to import onto the Anypoint Studio. So solution project also you can import into the studio, and you can refer for the solution. Already I have given a solution for this requirement what I have given in the document. So no need to wait for my answers, or no need to waste your time. Directly you can go to the solution and you can refer. But my recommendation, this should be a last option. Before that, I want you to try on your own maximum. I mean, until you reach the tolerance limit. So after that, only go to the solution project. Okay. So this is how you will be getting a fully hands-on experience on the tool. And when I talk about a certification in the starting, how they are able to clear the certification with the help of this hands-on experience on each and every concept spontaneously. How they are able to crack the interviews spontaneously because of the knowledge what they have. For any type of question, there is no question and answers nowadays. Spontaneously, you need to explain about the use case or explain whenever the question is asked. There is no specific question answer for any interviews. No, it's like some other jobs, right? And when you come to the certification, I will be giving 60 more questions also along with this, so that 60 questions only may you may get same type of questions again as well. So with the help of that questions, you can see, you can call that as a dump or for a reference, whatever the name you give. So that 60 questions with the with the hands-on deadly combination, and you'll be getting a 90 plus percentage only in a certification. Now, certification, if you have any vouchers, it's up to you. If you don't have any vouchers, I will help in the vouchers also. Discounted vouchers also from my side for my candidates. I have tied up with a lot of vendors, so I can arrange the discounted vouchers. This is from purely from my side, not related to any vendor which you are coming from. So this is the help, or whatever name you give. This is the offer I can provide to my candidates for a certification purpose. Clear, everyone? Till here, everyone clear
Yeah.
about this?
Sujit,
Like
are you gonna provide training on Postman as well?
Postman is Postman is just a tool which will use to send a request. Day in and out, we are going to use a Postman only. Not required any
Uh,
specific training. It's like a browser where we can send a request to your Mule application for testing purpose.
It's for testing, right?
okay.
This is the Postman. Not required.
Mhm.
Just install the Postman, start using it.
Okay.
That is used only to send a request to test.
So we check APIs on Postman?
Yes, of
Like,
course. All your
okay.
Mule application is nothing but an API only, right? So
Yeah.
we are going to test our API by sending the request from the Postman itself.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So next, we'll move on to the content fastly, running out of a time. So any questions as of now in a practice like yes, in a use case or a practice like any questions? Okay. Quickly
So what
we'll
are the
move to
that we touch?
yes. Again, your voice is very low, Pavan.
Sorry,
Sorry.
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
What are the tools we use here? Like AnyPoint Studio is one.
Yeah, I will let you know what are the installations are there in the PPT. Let me. So we are going to talk about. We are going to aim for MCD level 1. They have recently introduced level 2 also. With my course, you can complete both the certifications, level 1 and level 2. This PPT created long back, so I have written only level 1. And out of my 30 working hours, first 3 hours will be purely theoretical to understand about what is an integration first, like what is a loose coupling, low logical coupling, the hierarchy of a mule application arc, and the architecture of any point platform. These are all the concepts which you should know before coming to the integration platform, either a mule or any other integration tool, right? So first I will concentrate on that integration platform techniques. So that's why I written 80-20 ratio. Of course, out of 30 working hours, 3 to 4 hours will be of a theoretical. Then we'll start with first level project in a day 4. So from there onwards, I will introduce AnyPoint Studio and all. Straight away, will not use AnyPoint Studio. It will take 3 to 4 days time to start with the practical scenarios. And as I told you, available set up step by step word documentation for each session. I have already shown you. And the start project and solution project approach. I already shown you the pre-build workspaces. And I will I will be sharing all this information in my drive. Once you enroll to the training program, your coordinator will share a mail ID with me, Gmail ID. I will share every document, everyday recording link will be shared to that your drive only from my Google Drive directly. And definitely you need to have a JDK 8 on your machine. 1.8 or 8 both are same. JDK 8 to be installed on your machine, and I will tell you how to set up the environment variables when we start AnyPoint Studio. Don't worry about that. But ensure that you have a JDK 8 on your machine. If you are not aware, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can search there also. There I already used a setup of JDK. Okay, once you enroll to the I will tell my YouTube channel name. So directly I should not tell. And make ensure that Anypoint Studio. I will tell how to set up the Anypoint Studio also step by step. Don't be in a hurry. Don't install from your side. So basically, don't set up Anypoint Studio from your side. There are some parameters to be taken care before setup of Anypoint Studio. Please be patient. Okay, till I explain about Anypoint Studio setup. And we require a Postman to use in order to make some testing on your logic what you created. So simply Postman is like a browser where we can send a request to the application what you created, right? Of course, Anypoint platform account also should be created. How to create that I will tell you. So only thing you need to do before coming to the first session is enroll to the training program and just come to the session. From there onwards I will take care of everything. So I will quickly go through the agenda in 10 minutes. Of course, these sub points, if I talk also, you may not able to understand. I will summarize what is this particular topic is about. Mule ESB introduction. First of all, you should know by first three sessions I said, right? This module is talking about that. You should understand what is a loose coupling, logical coupling, what is a point-to-point integration, how are the problems of point-to-point, how to overcome the problems of point-to-point with the help of enterprise service bus. So you will understand what is an ESB in our first session. Then we'll talk about a concept like orchestration, hierarchy of a mule application, and architecture of Anypoint platform in next two sessions. So by completion of first three sessions, you are much aware of what is an integration and what is a mule. Then we'll start with our first Hello World project. So I have taken very small project Hello World in order to make you to understand by drawing the pictures. Let me give a quick glance about this Hello World, very important concept. As I told you, this is loose coupling, logical coupling, and I talk about the same use case again when I hear smart bricks again. I will talk about that in depth. This time we will talk in depth actually. Okay, to understand about an ESB and what is an API and what is an orchestration. This is a picture which will talk about orchestration, and this is the hierarchy of a mule application. I'm going little bit faster. Please don't mind. And this is the architecture of particular XML file in Anypoint Studio in your mule project. Then we'll go through the SDLC. What is SDLC? Then I will talk about the architecture of Anypoint platform. That means what are the applications present in a Anypoint platform. Anypoint platform is nothing but a cloud account of a MuleSoft. What are the applications present in that? Then actually this is the picture I want to show you, where we talk about from the Postman once the client, but sorry, once I receive a request, my mule application receive a request, till give the response, how it works in your mule. That's what I had drawn the picture here, if you can see, right? This is a very important picture in your entire sessions. This is the very important. We can say this is the heart of your entire sessions. If you are able to understand how the request is coming, how it is getting propagated, and how the response is given back to the client, you are through with the MuleSoft. I can say that. Okay. So next we'll move on. Next we will move on to, once you understand, whenever you see there is a LAB, please understand there is a lab document for that. There is a lab document for that. Mule basics will talk about a second module, right? So as I told, everything is crystal clearly designed in a sequence. Just you need to concentrate and listen to the session, practice according to my instructions. From there onwards, I will take care of everything. Mule is totally about the modules. By seeing the name Java, many people might think, do we require a Java knowledge? No, not required any Java knowledge here. I will tell one simple example. Commonly, I will tell this example to everyone. Any layman also can understand. You are using iOS and Android. Do you need to know how they designed it, or you need to know how to play with the tabs? Only playing with the app. So MuleSoft is also designed by using a Java behind the scenes. But you need to know how to use that application. That's what we are going to learn in our sessions. So for that, not required any Java background here, right? So some Java developer has given a class to you. As an integration developer, you are going to consume multiple applications. Out of that, Java is also one application. You are going to consume that by using the Java module. There is specifically, they have introduced a module called Java module. Here we will understand how to use your Mule application to consume that Java class. Then till module 3, we may use Hello World project, we may use Java module project. All these are deployed in your development environment. Now you need to understand how to deploy this application in the production servers, production mule runtimes. So there are few deployment strategies. Out of the 2 deployment strategies we are going to discuss in a module 4. So on-premises deployment strategy we are going to see, and a hybrid, which is a combination of on-premises and cloud, that we are going to see in our module 4. So I'm not going through each and every subtopic here. I'm just giving a summary. So deployments, 2 deployment strategies we are going to see. Basically a concentrated, that means MuleSoft standard agenda is concentrated on types of integration. So this is one type of integration, web service based integration. So when you come to the prerequisites, there are few prerequisites, at least the basic you should know. Out of that, one is web services. Web service, the basic understanding of web service is important, not only for Mule. If you are switching your career into IT, definitely you need to know what is a web service. Nowadays API is ruling the world, so how to create an API with the help of web services you should aware. So our Mule application also is going to create as an API, so with the one of the web service. So the point is, you should understand about a web services. If you are not aware of web services, just go to YouTube channel called Java Brains. Okay, in that YouTube channel Java Brains, go to search bar and just type for SOAP. You will be getting a list of videos. Out of that, watch first video. You will understand what is a web service basic. What is a web service basic? Of course, I will explain in our session. When I'm explaining, you should not be a blank. So at that time, you should have some information in your mind. So that is the reason I'm suggesting that YouTube channel before coming to our first session. So Java brings in that SOAP is the term you need to search for. In that, you will be getting a list of videos. Watch first video. Hardly it will take 10 to 12 minutes. That's it. Okay. So these are the types of integration. How to consume a third-party REST API. So in our use case, if you can see, our Mule application is going to connect with Amazon and Flipkart. Those Amazon and Flipkart are nothing but an APIs. They may created by using a web service. So you need to know how to consume that web service. That's what we are going to learn in this topic. Right? Then one more type of integration. If any file is there in your local file system, how your Mule application is going to connect with that. So read, write, all this information you can see in the file endpoint. And we have a lab for that. For consuming REST and SOAP, we have 2 labs for that. You can see the lab also here. Java module, consuming a REST, consuming a SOAP, file module, right? Then we'll go with the database endpoint, system-based integration, SAS, we can call it as. So in this database endpoint, my intent is not to make you understand about RDBMS and all. At least if you have a select query language, select query info, that knowledge, you can understand this database endpoint easily. That means mainly I'm concentrating on how your Mule application is going to connect with the external databases. Once you connect that connections, how you are going to externalize that to the external, to migrate between the environments. And once you externalize that properties, how you can secure that. So that is my main idea here. So we can see lab for database endpoint and externalization. Of course, security. And watermarking, I to open the document also. Watermarking is a concept actually where it will store the state of the application. I will explain practically about this. Then domains. As a developer's first point comes to your mind is, it could be a web developer or integration developer, whatever it is. If there is any repeated code, redundant code, how to reduce that? Correct? Mule is total about a connections. If you have multiple connections in same, how you are going to reduce that connections? By using a domains. So what is a domain? How to create your own domains? If you are not creating your own domain, how my MuleSoft is using the domains, default domain. So basically we'll see all this information in your domains. Basically we'll call that as a Maven coordinates. And so you can see the routers scatter gather and choice router. In our example, what router you can figure it out? Router could be scatter and a gather. We are scattering the request to multiple applications. At the same time, we are gathering the responses as well, right? This could be a scatter gather router. So we can call this scatter gather concept is a midterm assessment for you, or you can self check whether you are up to the mark or whether you are in the backing of the concepts, because I'm going to give one mini project here with all the concepts what we covered till now along with the scatter gather. I'm going to give one mini project to check. This is a midterm assessment, I can say. Okay. And one more type of integration, JMS, messaging based integration. So how to read, how to publish a message, how to consume a message, how to publish and wait for the message by using a single thread. All these things we'll see in our JMS endpoint. We have a lab for that. Till now we have learned about a concept. That's the first leg. Second leg in our training is about not the concepts. It's a purely integration concept like transformations. In our use case, you might have seen the transformations here, converting from one format to another format and all. So that and all we can do by using a data weave expressions in Mule. In Mule, they have one language called data weave expressions. Data is getting weaved. That means we are going to get the data from multiple applications. We are stitching together according to the client requirement, and we are sending the response to the client. So basically, we are going to use data weave expressions here. Okay. So with the help of data view expressions and the transformer, we can achieve anything. That means we can convert from any format to any other format. And we can modify the data into any other formats. Sorry, according to the client requirement. Lot of things we can do in the data view expressions in the transformer. I have 3 sessions for that, transformer 1 and transformer 2. Lot of concepts I will be discussing over there, and we have a lab documentations, multiple lab documentation, if you can see transformer basic, transformer complex and all. Then one of the important topic, interesting topic in the entire the concepts here is exception handling. If you're coming from any programming background, the concept is same everywhere, any tool, but small strategies changes will be there. In Mule, what are the strategies and how to handle that exception in Mule 4 by using the strategies, and how to raise your own errors, and how to use a try catch block. Here we will call that as a try scope. So all these things we will see in our exception handling. We have a 2 sessions for that. And one more, MUnit. MUnit is a framework given by the MuleSoft to write some test cases, functional test cases like unit testing and integration testing. Basically, it's not part of a fundamental course and it's not part of a level 1 certification also. Now they introduced in a level 2. So basically, you need to understand what is an MUnit framework, how to write a test cases for that. So we will see in that MUnit session. Yeah, till now what we have done, we have discussed about how to create our applications. Even before that, we need to have a contract between a client and you. You are writing implementations, from where, on what basis you are writing this implementation? Basis on a API. So you should understand what is an API. Nowadays entire world is dependent on API led connectivity approach, which contains 3 layers: system layer, process layer and experience layer. So what are the 3 layers with a use case? Before API led connectivity approach, what was the approach? Same use case I will replicate with the API led connectivity approach, how far it is better. So once you understand this API led connectivity, yes, now we will create one banking application. You know the how to create application, but you don't know how to create an API. That means we are going to follow entire SDLC. In at the end of the sessions, we are going to create this project, banking project. So in this project, we are going to talk about each and every step in a normal SDLC, like gathering the requirement, designing the API. So designing the API means what? In your Mule, we are going to use REST as an API, so to design your Mule application, right? So by using a RAML, RAML is a separate entity not related to Mule. Mule is using RAML to design an API. So what is the RAML? I shown you the documentation I've given, right? So this entire documentations are related to this. So design, we will simulate to get a feedback by using sample data, and then we will publish that onto the exchange, and then we will share to the public portal to get a feedback, and then we will publish this API only to the exchange. Exchange is like a library in Mule. And then we need to secure that API, so it will comes under managing API. Last but not the least, we'll talk about a Cloud Hub deployment strategy. How you can deploy your applications onto the cloud platform of MuleSoft. So this is the agenda of your MuleSoft, which I'm going to cover. When I come to the prerequisites, system requirement will be of a Windows 10 or 11 machines is fine, and minimum 8 GB RAM should be there. Minimum 8 GB RAM on your machine. I request you to use Windows machine for a training purpose at least for 1 month. Those are the system requirements. As I told you, prerequisites, basics of web services enough. Any questions you can post me now.
So basically, you'll be covering
All
level. Sorry, yeah. So you'll be covering level 1 and level 2 both, right? As part
Entire
of
my
this.
course is part of that. Yes, I'm sorry, entire MCD, MuleSoft Certified Developer level 1 and level 2 will be covered in that.
Okay.
See, nowadays mostly all are looking for level 1 only, level not level 2. That is a recent edition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we
Any
have
other?
coding in this?
I forgot it. As I told you, the transformation, that is not coding, that is a transformation. When you say that is a coding, logical thinking, I can say. We require logical thinking because once I get the data, I need to convert that into client format, right? Right? He is giving the requirement. I need to convert. So that's why we are using a data weave language. We are going to use this. When I say coding, not even 20% coding is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
This
when
is
we
very
miss these classes,
don't worry
do we
about that.
have
This
any
is
record?
one second. One second. This is a very easy tool to learn why it is so popular. This is one of the parameter. Everything is a drag and drop option here. You don't need to write anything. Everything is a drag and drop. Let me show you one of that. See, I'm using one of the component. I'm just drag and dropping here everything. We are not writing any logic. Corresponding logic is generated in the XML format behind the scenes. You are not writing anything here. Only we are drag and dropping the logic. That's it. That's why it is called Center for Enablement. Even freshers also in MNCs, I'm giving out corporate trainings for multiple MNCs. I can see a lot of freshers in that batches. So direct from college passed outs also learning this tool nowadays. That easy it is. Yes. Someone asking question earlier.
I was just asking if we miss the classes, do we get the recordings for that as well?
Of course, daily basis I will be giving the recording. Let me show you that part also here. In my drive, I will be uploading for every batch the recordings here like this with the name and with the number. This link will be given once to you. On daily basis, recordings will be uploaded on the same link directly from my side. No vendors intervention here. Only vendors will come into the picture till you make the payment to them and enroll into the course. That's it. After there, from there onwards, I will be taking care of everything, your queries, whatever it is.
So basically, if I get any break in between, I'll be able to continue in your next batch or.
That will decide. First we need to enroll to this based on your availability. I cannot give this option to everyone. If there is any specific valid reason, then only we can consider that. Otherwise everyone will come with the same request.
Basically, yeah. Sometimes my work schedule is a little haphazard and.
We will speak with the, yeah, mostly yes. I will speak
Yeah.
with Vamsi also on top of this. Yes, you can consider. Yes. Any other questions, please? We are going to
Do we
start our
work?
session
Do we
from
work on
Monday.
any other projects?
uh, See, every scenario is a project based and real time scenarios only, replication of the real time scenarios, I can say. And the end of the sessions, we are going to create one banking application, which is nothing but a real time scenario only because we are going through entire SDLC one more time.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, like, it supports streaming also, right? Like, so
I didn't get you. Again, please, I request you to change the mic for live
it's
sessions.
my voice a little sorry for that. Yeah. I mean, I'm just wondering, like, I mean, basically, it supports streaming, right? If you have to read any streaming of the data and write it into streams, Kafka streams kind of thing.
Sorry to say this, Pawan. I can't hear you anything. Just to take Vamshi on call, okay? Ask him to put me on the conference. I will
Oh,
discuss
yeah,
with you.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I cannot hear you much anything. Yeah,
Maybe
sorry for that.
my system has some problem, it seems.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No worries. Yeah.
Yes, any questions, please?
Everything good, sir. Thank you so much, Sujit.
Thank you so much, and hopefully I will be seeing in your sessions. Who and all are ready? Can I can I take a count? I know it's very early to ask. Just out of a curiosity, how many of you are going to continue from Monday?
Count me in, like, I'll be there.
No, Rex.
Me, sir.
Sorry, I'm not getting you. I know Satya, Rajesh, and Harika are confirmed. Apart from
Yeah,
that, anyone else?
I'm in.
Pawan,
I am
Pavan
in
is
as
in.
well.
Alekia. Okay. So who and all are want to continue with the sessions, please do your payments immediately and ask your coordinator to send your Gmail ID to me so that by Monday session I will share whatever I share the zip files to you. I mean, I will be sharing it to you. It will take some time for the download. Okay. So who and all are ready, please go ahead and with the payments or whatever you are discuss with your vendors and ask them to share your Gmail ID. Please force them to share. Yeah.
Sujit, I'm gonna ask you
Yes.
like a simple question, might be, but I just wanted to know like how future proof, or you can say the MuleSoft is comparing Salesforce developer.
No one can tell that in the universe about any tool how it is in the future. So down the line, next 3 to 4 years, I can say. After that, we don't know. Maybe Mule only released 5 version. Maybe other tool we can beat MuleSoft. We don't know, right? So I cannot generalize that.
Okay.
I can say now simply, next 10 years it will be there, but
Nah,
which is
nah.
not valid,
It always changes. Now GCP came up, the things getting changed now.
yeah, I think I'm getting late to the next session.
Yeah.
So thanks for your valuable time. Hope we'll see in our Monday session on the same link. Yeah,
last
Okay.
question.
Sure.
thank you.
Thank you.
But I want
Thank you.
confirmation from your coordinators. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
guys.
Thank you.
thank you.